When I started this, I didn't know where I was going. So the precursor to failure, I might be. But as long as I follow my heart and the light, I'm alright. See, and it's going to sound strange, but I do and don't care if you like me. I lie in a quandary of perfect imperfections, neglecting to show you the stressing. I'm a poet at heart, so I'm always second guessing. Lesson. There's a feeling you get when something's afoot. It's not by accident. Look, pay attention, listen to your inner intuition. Speak up and speak out. Because if you don't, you're accepting the oppressor's lashes. In class is sitting in the back, obtuse and half-blasted. An unastute representation of stereotypical masses. Quietly waiting as time passes. And all I ask is, die out loud. Be heard. Sometimes these quick wits and quips can unnerve the craftiest driver. Fuck grading on a curve, give me mine straight. I'm not handicapped and I can eat everything I put on my plate. Curb your enthusiasm and understand there is no such thing as an inconsequential word. They either bring about good consequence or bad. And even if they have a neutral connotation, ask the benefactor their motivation. What was the reason for that specific word placement? Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And words can reach and touch places I have yet to see. And if ill will is in your heart, then outside is where we need to meet. These kids know my employer need not hear what I'm about to speak. I'm just saying, die out loud. Be proud of who you are and where you came from. The reality of it is, I'm just a small town country boy from the bricks, who with my brothers amassed dreams atop popsicle sticks and raced them down rain-flooded side street gutters, along with so many other dreams that eventually hit the drain and got washed away with the clutter. But your thoughts are more than rubbish. Don't let your death be a whisper. So speak loud enough that worlds begin to move. And die loud enough that when the mics are off, you're still on. To right or wrong. Loud enough to infuse life within words, fact. Death silences all goodbyes. So die as if you were a prophet instructed to construct something as beautiful as the Bible, yet alive long enough to observe its purpose. Purpose. Life is way too short just to listen, missing out and wishing you should have did. And through the turmoil, we must teach, learn, write, read just as sure as we breathe. We must walk like gods, yet humble ourselves to die like men, and through it all we must teach, learn, write, read just as sure as we breathe. We must scratch, kick, fight, bleed. We must be incredibly loud and extremely close. Boast what most are afraid to speak into existence. Usher in death only as remembrance and die out loud. So, I wrote that poem, right? I really didn't know where it was going. It's like you get in your car and drive sometimes. And God will put you where you need to be. So, I wrote that one because of Trayvon Martin. I feel like that was the purpose. I wrote that because we sit idly by while things happen. And all you gotta do is just speak. And I promise you, you're not the only one in the boat. There are other people in the boat. They may just be at the other end, but they feeling what you're feeling. That's that. So, this next poem I'm gonna do, this one's special to me. As we get older, shout out to Sebastian and everybody that was up here. Like we as poets, we spit. Some spit for the fame, the glory. Some people just spit just because they got a lot on their minds. And man, I wish I was doing this at 14, 15. But I wasn't. I was getting into a lot of trouble. So this next one is special, and the title of it is Albany, and you'll kind of get where it's going, right? We're all faced with immortality, And we all want to live forever. A lot of us want to live forever, but the crazy thing is that you can, not the way that you think though. On this day, before there were days, and before shores crashed into waves, I knew you. In the infinitesimal moment between chaotic creation and peace, I succeeded to selflessness. When men plan, God laughs. So I must be a court gesture, because just as much as I have succeeded, I have failed enough for 5 men. But if success is measured in what a man leaves behind, then Tutankhamun has nothing on me. Ramses II and Mansa Musa should kiss my feet. I have found the fountain of youth in the loins at the belly of the beast. Her beauty is music and it soothes the savage in me. She turns misery into melodic melodies that mimic songs called memory, which silence could never forget. And words subtly suggest. I've crafted perfection, orchestrated artistry a la Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. Not only do I possess passion for poetry, but now I'm father to the title. And I'm happily ascribed to the events forthcoming. Just call me a lifer. She's poetry incarnate, and I'm committed and incarcerated behind bars that canvas this parchment. Her lyrics are beyond print. She saunters on cleft notes and stanzas, lights up my winter skies like Rudolph Blitzens and Prancers. Not only the question, she's the answer. Point blank period on exclamation mark, serious. Delirious with joy, upset she wasn't a boy, but happy that she's healthy. You see, immortality began on August 30th. As beautiful as the mother that birthed her, no man's worth her, no man deserves her, not even me. And if I am number 1, then she's second to none, so we make a perfect 11. Parallel to the Most High. Baptized in the first tears she cried, so holding her, I'm embracing heaven. On that day, I found deliverance in a delivery room. Love without desire, one step closer to the Messiah. Chapter 1, verse 5, Jeremiah. Before you were born, I placed you in the womb. I set you apart. Before this journey, you don't need some navigational chart. Only blinding desire fueled by heart. With these words of wisdom, I seek to inspire you. So a past commonality to realms of greatness. Know that your limits are boundless. Know that Daddy's love consumes everything around us. Things are not always what they seem. Sometimes sunshine and moonbeams are things of fiction. Life is what you make it, and oh, how joyous it can be. You are forever my benediction. Let these words once and forever be written. Because one day the sun shall burn out, and the moon will fall from the sky. Faith and adoration will only exist in the crumbled ruins of a once grand dynasty. And honestly, I don't know exactly what will happen next, but baby girl, don't fret. Stay steadfast, have faith that glory comes in the morning, because yesterdays are always your worst. So treat every breath as if it's your first. Now that's church, making use of what he gave you, and acknowledge that there is a Savior. I'm bearing my soul with only these pages to blanket me, but thankfully you ignited a pilot light that defies physics. And through you will forever live in between these pages, and dancing on the thoughts that you and I created. An intoxicating bliss, and I am forever wasted. So I wrote that one about my daughter, right? Ooh. I mean, we all dream about, a lot of us dream about being parents. And it's never what you thought it would be though. Like, sometimes you want to strangle them. But it's other times, it's so many other times, there's so much more joy. And I love my daughter to death. So, y'all having a good time? That's it? That's all I got. Alright, come on. We're gonna bring the band in on this one. That's cool. It's called a conversation without verbal emancipation. So I'm gonna tell you why I wrote this. I saw a girl in the club, and in 2 seconds, let's say 4 seconds, we had a conversation that lasted a lifetime, and we didn't even talk to each other. So here we go. Silence that consumes this crowded, wide open space. Standing across the room, there's a silence that consumes this crowded, wide open space. Then the other faces become a blur, and all I can see is her. Our eyes meet. In the center of the room, focused in a constant stare, I dare to blink, perchance to miss this conversation without verbal emancipation. So we tune into each other's stations and begin to exchange wavelengths on a higher frequency, you see. It's funny we should keep meeting this way. Why, just the other day I was reminiscing on the fact that I've known you since I was a little boy and you a little girl. It seems to be a reoccurring dream, this theme of love. I know everything about you, from the way you speak to your desires and the way you eat. Every new crevice of your mind and body I have probed. No sexual intent, but this descent into your arms leaves me exposed. And your firm hold reassures me that it's okay to be open. All the while hoping that you'd be just as open with yourself to me. If we were stars, you'd be a galaxy, and I'd be wishing upon you. A scene that I've wishfully practiced blissfully 1,000 times and rehearsed a million more. So ma, just move with me as we step to life's school.
I've been waiting all my life, dreaming of you, lost in your eyes. Don't say goodbye, don't say goodbye, yeah.
Dancing amidst our own astrologies, I tipped a little dipper just to get a sip of your sweet nectar. And just like Hector, you are my Helen. With our lips locked, fighting love's war, I implore that we stand in this position no less than life's infinity and no more than God would permit it to be, sinless. And when we finished, we dined. And as the waiter pours your wine, I order for you, while the moonlight tiptoes over your face's smile. Now the once crescent moon grimaces with guile, for it has never seen a facial expression more beautiful than its own, and I must concur. Like Siamese twins, we were separated at birth. Birth worthwhile, the glow dims. I plan to confiscate my heart's heart, because initially we were a pair boarding Noah's Ark. Ark, the moonbeams be the smuggler's enemy, but nothing can thwart this destiny. And as we lay, I play with your hair, counting every coarse strand that's there. Talking on topics family, political, spiritual, to you asking me where have I been your entire life. And I respond, struggling through strife to get to you.
The same way.
Wife.
I've been waiting
actual prose, but if that's the way you like it, I'll be happy to oblige. So let me step inside and comfort you. I can see the shock and awe in your eyes. I know just the way you like it. And no, I'm not psychic. In effect, you are a part of me, and as we climax to achieve some sort of physical stutter, I press my soft, moist lips against your ear, and I utter, I love you. And you utter back, I love you more. Zoom, 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 zooming back out into this crowded, wide open room. I know this conversation without verbal emancipation just transpired, because we're the only two wet and consumed in sweat. These guys make me jealous. I wish I could sing, but I can't.